everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game will be all about the turnovers. The Bills are top 10 in turnover differential, and they'll be up against the Dolphins team that wants to be careful not to play into that strength.
Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at New Era Field in Orchard Park. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The play clock's running down. First carry now for Jordan Howard. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down. And on 2nd and 10 now. Again, it's Howard. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll run from the pistol with Howard. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Now that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. So Dalton now. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. first carry for Amir Abdullah. A nice move gets him a few extra. Down just shy of his 20. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Again, it's Abdullah. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Out of the gun, Peterman. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Trying the right side with Howard. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Williams, a man in motion right. They go with Howard again. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line. Taken down.
Check 6 guard. That's it, baby. That's it. Double tight, double tight. That boy's got 4. 4 down. 36.
Play action here with Dalton. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the second level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
They've gone backwards so far in this series, 3rd and 13. Time running out here on the play clock. On 3rd down, it's Marshall. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh, and it's the Browns out to the early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Second down following the run. They go with Abdullah again. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on 3rd down. Some breathing room. And now running right through it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one good for 33 and a first. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
And a solid run down inside the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, here's Peterman. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Down, Abdullah. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Amir Abdullah, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are in for 6.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And this is up and good to make it 7-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Dalton throwing on second down. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Bills on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done. And they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. On first, they go right back to Howard. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On the toss play, Howard. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Dalton. Flush to his right. Hard throw, incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. They're in the 2nd quarter at Heinz Field, and it's the Browns out to the early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. They start the drive with a dueler, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Now a give, left side. This is Abdullah. And Abdullah lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
Brandon, I was fortunate enough to call Amir Abdullah's first start in college. and his first start in the NFL with the Lions. And with the Lions, he turned the ball over in that first game. Fumbling was an issue in college, and it continued that way his first year in the NFL.
You mean you had a life before you met me?
Yeah, I didn't mean to bring that up. I wanted to keep that away, but yeah, I did.
I'll be in the corner quietly sobbing. Running with Howard. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. A minute 59 to go in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. On the handoff, this is Howard. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. You might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So they recover the fumble and go anywhere. In fact, they go backwards, but they do get a field goal out of it.
They'll take the 3, but in a lot of ways, they feel like they let themselves down by not capitalizing, and they definitely let the defense down for getting the key turnover.
This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Now a play fake here on 1st down. A dump off for Abdullah. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So we've got a 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Peterman. To the right side here, the tight end Thomas. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Peterman to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football. Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on 3rd down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass. Now the Bills will take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on third down.
Now let's go. All right, now look at 56. No. Check. Patriot. Green. Leopard. Watch it now, Barney. Watch it now. All right, now look at 56. Lucky 56. Green. All right, now look at 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney.
Off the play fake. Here's Peterman. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. And now a first down following that long gain. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go.
They'll try to run it in with Abdullah. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Amir Abdullah with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills getting set to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Check nickel.
And the big tight end shifting around. Dalton now to pass. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Switch.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Play fake. Here's Dalton. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
All right, no. Check. Patriot. All right, now look at 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney.
After the interception, here's Peterman. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. And before we could even hear from Larry, we're back and ready to go in Week 5. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them.
Amir Abdullah. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Amir Abdullah, his third touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Play clock winding down. Dwayne Allen in motion. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on. And as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know. But you're going to get hit anyways. Might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. To throw again. Dalton. Throw left side complete. It's right. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And they'll send Williams in motion right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well, it was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
It's second down. Dalton looking. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Ndamukong Suh in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. The Bills on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Dalton dial up. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So 2nd and 10 here. Play action. It's Peterman. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They run with Howard. Open space inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. They'll bring a tight end in motion. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And they begin the drive with Abdullah. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Now it's Peterman. This is screen to Abdullah. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Let's see. The defense might bring some added pressure as the offense is dealing with a 3rd and long. Here's Peterman to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Shift together here from the D-line. To throw is Peterman. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Thomas. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Dolphins on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's a give to Whitlock, the fullback. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
Now they'll run it on the and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Now Marshall. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter play. Back now in Buffalo. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. A give to Howard. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I guess they're thinking their hands were tied, but in the 4th quarter, that field goal, it really might not help them much at all.
Yeah, I mean, you still need a touchdown. Another field goal does you no good, so it'll be interesting to see what the media reaction is if the score stays where it is.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. They try the right side with Abdullah. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Nifty move. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
On 3rd down, Abdullah. And some room to work. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So it'll be first down here after the run. And the D looking like they may blitz.
Here we go now. All right, now, look at 56.
A toss to Abdullah. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
A 2nd down run for Abdullah. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone.
Hurry up, here we go.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try to pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And it's taken in at the 9. Broken tackle. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. When tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. Now a give. This is Abdullah. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They pitch to Abdullah. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. A handoff to Abdullah. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers, a quick slant or something like that.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And Myers able to knock it through, and that'll make this a 7-point game. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You're able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out come the Bills. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Partner, we saw these Dolphins jump off sides a bunch last year, but that's not unusual for those guys like Sue who want to get that quick start into the offensive backfield, and they do make a lot of plays doing that.
Dwayne Allen in motion. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
A fourth quarter score now from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. And it's a big-time advantage for the Browns. They just scored again.